All right, y'all, so today is Sunday, August 23rd. Peak week has begun. So we are about to do the show day glam practice. So right now, first, we got to get this wig taken care of. So I'm going to curl it. I'm going to show you guys my process as how I like to curl hair. Let's go ahead and get into curling this wig. Okay, y'all, so I haven't touched the wig since we last colored it, and I just let the air dry. So you can see this is what it's looking like in its natural state. So tools that I'm going to be using, I have Hot Tools curling iron. This is what I prefer to use in salon on clients when I'm styling hair. So this one is 1 1/4, and then this one is 1 inch. I'm probably going to go with more so of 1 inch though, because I want the curls to be tighter because I don't want them to fall. And then I'm going to be setting it with L'Oreal Professional. This is Technique Art number 3. I love this one whenever I need a hold but I don't want it crunchy. Now there is a difference. They have just, you know, your basic standard L'Oreal line that you can find in drugstore, and then they have L'Oreal Professional. That is going to be pro status salon grade hairspray. So just so you guys know the difference, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do, oh, and I also have clips because I'm going to be setting the curls. Turn it to the side. So this is the front of the wig here, and how I tell my clients to do it when they're curling their hair: curl back and away from the face. That's the direction you want, so that way when it falls, it's nice and flowy. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a light spray, nothing heavy. Taking my curling iron. You can use curling iron, curling wand, whatever the case may be. I have a wand, but I let one of my friends borrow it, and I never got it back. So I am just going to take a section, again, smaller sections. I feel like a lot of people, they try to rush and they're like, oh, my curls didn't last. You have to consider your hair type. Does your hair even hold curl great in the first place? And also you have to understand, the bigger the chunk that you take, the more loose the curl is going to be, just simply because the heat can't pass through all of the hair. And also some people, I feel like they either don't leave it on long enough. Of course, if you're just going for like a very, very soft wave, that's fine. But if you want to make sure you really have the curl, I feel like you have to leave it on a little bit longer. So I feel like people teeter in between the two of don't leave it on long enough or leave it on too long. So I'm just going to wrap the hair around, back and away from the face. And you can use the clamp if you want to, just whatever's easiest. Then I'm going to let the curl drop in my hand. Pro tip, this is how I style. And then I'm just going to take a clip. I just kind of clamp it up. Taking the clip, clipping it in. This is really hard to do on someone that's not alive, a mannequin, a wig. I was just gonna put the wig on my head and then curl it, but I was like, girl, you know it's gonna look much better if you just curl it while it's not on your head. Alright, so that was a little bit more challenging than I was expecting it to be, just simply because the wig obviously is way too big for this little mannequin head, and it was just, you know, sliding around. However, I got it all curled and pinned. I did give it an overall one more good spray with the hairspray, and we're just going to let it set. So we will take this down when I put it on for the glam. Alright, you guys, it is actually the next day, Monday, August 24th. Just finished up my cardio, and we are going to pick up where we left off with the wig. So I just let it sit in the curls. So what I'm getting ready to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and take the pins out, take a shower, then we're going to do the show day glam practice. so all of the pins are out, and basically now what I'm gonna do is just give it a little shake because I want the curls to drop. The reason why I curled them really tight and then pinned them to set is just simply because I know I'm gonna have a long day. So pre-judging starts at 9, I believe, and then finals are later on that evening at 6. So I just wanna make sure that I don't lose all of the curl. So I'm just gonna let this sit here. I'm gonna go shower, do whatever I need to do, and then once I get it on, I can manipulate it more. Okay, you guys, let's do the practice glam. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance if my energy seems low. I am exhausted. It is day 2 of peak week. Have I explained to y'all what peak week is? Peak week is the week of the competition. So basically and it's gonna vary for everyone's body and division, but the standard protocol is basically you deplete. So a lot of people either go really, really low carb or no carb. And then as you get closer to show day, that's when you carb up, because carbs help make your muscles look nice and big and full. You want to look full on stage, not depleted. So I am extremely low carb. Have done all my cardio and training today, and so my body does not like low carb. I am not a keto candidate. Me personally, I'm not a fan of keto because it just doesn't seem like a lifestyle that's sustainable, but that's just my opinion. If you like keto and it works for you, okay, cool. I think keto is good for if you're trying to really, really hit like a rapid fat loss protocol, you know, and you just want to really, really get things going, and then you kind of maintain from there. But I am just very, very low carb right now, so. All right, let's go ahead and get into the hair. So my wig is right here. It's just kind of been sitting, and I did just kind of brush my fingers through it a lot because it is way curlier than what I wanted. So now I'm even wondering if I probably won't even curl it before I leave to go to South Carolina for the show, because I feel like it's gonna be perfect. So I will probably just retouch it with the 1 1/4 curling iron. I used the 1/2 inch, and I believe that might have been, it was probably fine. I'm glad that I just actually took it out and gave it some time to fall. So let me just stick that back on the mannequin. My hair, I have major hat hair. And don't worry, I'm gonna do a whole video on my hair and talk more about my decision from natural to relaxed and what hair products I'm using and how I'm going to be keeping my hair healthy, relaxed, because the goal is always to have healthy hair. It doesn't matter if you choose to do natural, relaxed, whatever the case may be, just make sure it's healthy. Just because you have natural hair doesn't mean that it's healthy. Just because you have relaxed hair doesn't mean that it's damaged. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just gonna brush my hair back. So 3 weeks ago or so, I went and I saw Jamaica, and she basically gave me a tutorial as far as how to put the wig on. I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses. I stay in my wheelhouse. Natural hair, coloring, cutting, that's my thing. Wigs is not my thing. So I went to someone who knows what they're doing. I kind of had a good idea, but you know, it's just always nice to go to someone who is an expert, because I am not an expert in all things hair. I know what I specialize in. A lot of hairstylists will say, oh, I can do it all. If a hairstylist ever says they can do it all, run from the hills, because no one can do it all, okay? So I've got my wig cap here, and I got it in the shade dark brown. This is what Jamaica recommended that I got, because the other one that I had, it did not match my skin tone. So we are going, I'm not doing any baby hair situation, because me personally, I don't like that look. I think it's kind of ridiculous, but that's just me. All right, now we have our wig cap on. Next up, I'm just going to pop it on my head really quick to see about how far back. I don't want it to be like sitting on my brows, because I hate when girls have their wigs sitting too low. You want it to sit about where your natural hairline is. And I have no idea as far as like what the density is and everything for this wig either, so sorry. Yeah, and we'll just have to recurl and retouch. Oh yeah, that looks much better. That looks like a natural scalp. And what I'll probably do is stop talking and just speed up me putting this on. Okay, so just gonna take some, I have the Got To Be gel. And then I'm just gonna basically treat it like lash glue. Let it get tacky a little bit. Okay, probably need to make sure I bring my hair dryer with me to set it. And I've got this spray as well. So I'm just gonna definitely gonna have to do this again because that was not the best job. But that was my first time, you guys. So before anyone tries to read me in the comments, this is my first time ever putting a wig on my head. I've never put a wig on myself before. And I have already decided that it is too fluffy for my liking, so we gonna get that together. So I was going to go with the Huda Beauty faux filter, but I thought, you know what, let me go with what I know because it's gonna be a long day. So I'm gonna use the same that I used for my last show, the Smashbox foundation. The past 12 hours have just been a trip. Just had a little suit debacle, bloated, periods getting ready to come on. If it's not on now, it'll be on at any moment, which is very, very frustrating because we all know how our periods make us feel. Also, at the time that you guys are watching this, so today is Monday, August 24th. So when you're watching this, it's gonna go up on show day. So Saturday, August 29th, I will be on stage while you're watching this, okay? So I am going to do a show day vlog, so like I did the last time, so y'all can see. I forgot how great this foundation is. You know, all that dark, those acne scars that I had over here, gone. Oh, this foundation is beautiful. Ah, and my suit. I will pop a photo on the screen so you guys can see the color of my suit. It doesn't have any rhinestones or crystals on it in the photo. It's just the suit fabric, and she's going to get that to me finished and completed tomorrow. So, okay, let's talk a little bit while I'm doing my base. My mindset for this competition. So, you guys, I am on my road to becoming a pro, an IFBB Bikini Pro. So the IFBB is the pro league for bodybuilding. So you have the NPC, which is the National Physique Committee, amateurs, and then you have the IFBB. IFBB is the pro league for bodybuilding. So they have pros in all divisions. How you become a pro, you go to a national show, which is what I'm doing this weekend, and then if you win, you become a pro. So how it's divided off is into height classes. So I'm 5'8", I'm in the last height class, so my height class is H. So for this national show, because all national shows are different, you have to win your height class. So this is going to be a packed out show, you guys. This is the first show of the season because, you know, everything's been pushed back due to the virus. So this is gonna be a really big show. And just like everyone else, I struggled just during the virus, Corona. There was just a lot going on. Originally, I was supposed to be competing in a local show at the end of May, hoping to qualify for nationals. So in order to qualify for nationals, you have to be top 2 at a local show. So I was not top 2, I came in 3rd place. So I got top 3. But because of the virus and the season starting so late, they waived the qualifications to top 5. So therefore, I'm now qualified, and I felt like I would be an idiot to not jump all over that opportunity because I'm a firm believer that when an opportunity comes your way, you take it and you jump on it. And so I was all willing and good to do so. So I started prepping in March for my show in May that never happened. And then after that, so April, May, we stopped. That was quarantine, that was Corona. We put on some weight. Comment, you feel me, in the comments if you got a little extra pounds on you due to the quarantine. And this prep was just a struggle for so many reasons. The number one struggle was just the mindset. I felt like since I technically didn't qualify the right way, that I didn't deserve to compete. And that was the scenario that I kept playing in my head over and over for the first 6 weeks of my prep. And what you have to understand is your mindset is everything, especially when it comes to the sport of bodybuilding. This is a tough sport, okay? Especially at the level that I'm trying to be at. Everyone looks good. It's a tough sport, and just because you look good does not mean that you're going to win. And I was just telling myself that I didn't deserve it. So on top of me not mentally being on point, we have coming out of quarantine, salon, trying to manage my business. Salon life is just slow, which is understandable because, hair is not essential. So I'm grateful and so blessed that the salon doors are still open and I do have clients coming in, but it's not busy like it was. So, worried about that. What's going to happen? What's the future? Still don't know what the future is because here in North Carolina, we're still in phase 2. And I just feel like, we're about to be going into September and then October, which is cold and flu season. And I just feel like if we aren't out of phase 2 by now, we ain't getting out. Kids just started school, so it's just crazy. So with the midst of me just mentally not being where I needed to be, worried about work, we moved. It was just a lot. And it took me... It was just very, very hard for me to prep. And then finally, mentally, I got myself together and everything else just started flowing. And the house is a good thing, but it was just very overwhelming because, we didn't know this was going to happen. This isn't like anything that we planned on doing. It just kind of worked out, fell into our lap. So, of course, again, opportunity came. We got on it. Now I'm using the Kat Von D under eye setting powder. This is discontinued. I'm sorry. So once I got my mind right for prep, I just told myself, it's funny. I'm not a competitive person, right? Show day to me, out of all of it, which is unfortunate, is my least favorite. It's my least favorite because I genuinely like to work. That's why I like the sport of bodybuilding. That's why I like prepping. One of my favorite things to do is to work. I like it. That's just my personality. And so for me, I like the grind. I like the hustle. I like to work hard. It makes me feel good. Show day, I don't like being the center of attention. I'm not super competitive whatsoever, but I had to get into the competitive mindset because I was just like, yo, you don't put yourself through all of this to not want to win. You don't do an hour plus cardio to not want to win. You don't diet hard to not want to win because unlike other sports, bodybuilding is 24/7. I'm sitting with Charlotte Tilbury. With other sports, you go to practice, they might have to practice 2-3 hours and then they're done. Bodybuilding, no. You have your cardio, you have your lifting, but the dieting is 24 hours. So that diet is 24 hours for however long your prep is. Some people do 16, 14, 12 weeks, 8 weeks. That is difficult. So of course, trying to prep during the summer, family, it was just very, very difficult. So I told myself, hey baby girl, we coming in here and we're not playing, okay? We're not playing with the girls. We're coming to win. That's the mindset that I had to get on because otherwise, what's the point, right? Now, you come in and I have done the best to my ability that I could have possibly done during this prep. Do I feel like I could have done a little bit better? But yeah, but that's just life. We've always could have done things a little bit better, a little bit differently. However, I have done the best that I could. Did I have some days where I screwed up on my diet? Absolutely. But the next day, the next meal, I jumped up back on it and I got on it. Once I got my mind right, it was go time. So yes, we're coming in. We're doing our best. We have been working hard. That's the thing. I have been working on this since April of 2019. This isn't just something that you just jump in all of a sudden and start doing. The day after my first competition, October 26, 2019, when I came in 3rd place, that was when I made my decision. It's like, I want to be a pro. And I knew that was a goal that I was going to set for myself, and I knew that goal was going to be hard. So yes, have I been working hard like everyone else? Yeah, that's not special. But I'm going in wanting to win, but I'm also not expecting it, because guess what? The bikini sport division is very subjective. It ain't like any of the other divisions. So therefore, you have to be mentally tough. You have to know that everyone is working just as hard, if not harder than you. You have to be strong and just secure and set in yourself, because anything could happen. I could come in last place, I could come in 1st place. Here's how this goes. So I could do this national show, and let's say I come in last place, and then the next week I can do the next national show and I can come in 1st place. That is literally how the bikini division is. So making sure I got my mind right. And this is the Natasha Denona Sculpting Powder. I will say this, I feel secure. I do not feel like this is going to be coming off, but I'm not a hair flipper anyway. A lot of girls in their routines, they flip their hair. I didn't want to touch my hair at all. All right, so now for blush, we're going to use, I might need to do Pillow Talk Intense. Let me see. Let's do Cheek to Chic first. No, let's do Sex on Fire first and see how we feel about that. And also, I might change some things with my makeup too, like once I actually see my suit with the jewels on. And like I said, I'm vlogging the show day anyway, so y'all will see. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Now let's throw some brows on my face. Oh, whew, thought I broke it. Now let's throw some brows on my face because I look crazy. So my feedback from my last show was to work on posing and presentation. I've already beat that. I beat my last look a long time ago already. So now we're just going in confident, ready to rock and roll, and whatever happens, happens. I know that I've done my best. Definitely want brows to be a little bit more poppin'. And I gotta be sure to clean off the residual gel on my hairline because I can see it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it on the camera. And that's the thing, stage lighting is a beast too. Like, it's not, for some reason, well, I don't know, it's a national show, so maybe the stage lighting will be good, but I've noticed like with the local shows, the stage lighting don't be that great, but for pro shows, stage lighting is popping. Like, I feel like for my last show that I did, the lighting was terrible. Like, it didn't do my physique, my makeup, my suit, my tan. I just don't feel like it did anything justice whatsoever. Oh, and I'm drinking 2 gallons of water a day because I am holding water. My body is like, we don't want to get no leaner. We're going to hold on to whatever we got left because there's really not much body fat to hold on to anymore. So, okay, so for eyes, I'm thinking Metropolis. I kind of have an idea, and I might need to use a shade from Pat McGrath as well. So again, I'm just gonna see. We're just gonna play around just to get an idea today. And once I get my suit back, I'll probably make changes. If you're still hanging in here watching this video, God bless you, because I know this vlog has probably gotten way too long. Might need Biba. I don't ever use more than one palette for eye looks, especially for tutorials. However, today's look is a little bit different. All right, so I'm just gonna go in with this tan tone here. I'm just gonna lay that in the crease. This hair is driving me crazy. Got blush in my hair, Jesus. Okay guys, for the remainder of the eye portion, I'm just going to let some music play in the background. I'm not gonna be talking. not recommend trying to put on your lashes when you're hungry. Okay, so my eyes. I know for a fact I'm gonna make changes. So here's why I am struggling. So my suit is holographic. It's this color teal here, but it also has like a pink purpley shift to it, and then the jewels that she's going to put on it has a shift of a little bit of a green in there as well. So that's why I put the Pat McGrath shifty tone on my lid, just to kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Again, this is just a practice so I can just kind of visualize what everything together is going to look like. So guarantee my eyes won't look exactly like this. And then for lips, I just went with the Kat Von D Lolita II, because on stage you want your lips to pop. You don't want something that's too neutral, but you also want a color that's going to bring you a little bit more of a lived-in look. So I figured since my suit is a holographic teal with some kind of pinky shift in it, I figured maybe this would be a good lip color. Again, once I actually see my suit with all the bedazzled on it, then I'll know for sure what I'm doing. But this is just to get a guide. So this is what my eyes are looking like. It's okay. Again, it's hard when you don't really know 100% what you have to base it off of, but I know for sure this blue in the waterline, that's popping. All right, so let's get back to this wig, shall we? Y'all, all I know is I have a massive headache. This wig cap is squeezing my head so tight. And honestly, I'm not mad at the wig. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it. Like I said, definitely I'm gonna practice more, just, you know, getting it on. My biggest fear is to be on stage. Like, I've seen some wigs and they just look super, super wiggy, and I feel like mine does not look wiggy. So what I'm going to do now is, because I feel like it's just too, I need to make it look a little bit more lived in. So what I will probably end up doing then for show day is probably not curl it until I get there, because I know whatever I do to it right now, it's gonna hold. It's gonna be nice and set. So basically what I'm going to do right now, I'm gonna go over and just retouch it some. But oh shoot, I forgot I did like the wand. I didn't use the clamp. Well, but you know what? I think I might like that. Yeah, I like that better anyway. Yeah, I want it to look more like this. All right, let's curl. So this will be set when I leave. So therefore, all I'll have to do is retouch it just a little bit. I'm sorry, you guys, if I just kind of seem like I'm a little all over the place. It's because I am. I'm just really tired. Yeah, that's more of the look I'm going for. Cool. And I'm just switching direction too. When I curl, like I curl some towards, like once I start getting to the back, I'll curl some going towards and then some going back, just so that way the curls don't get all stuck together. But definitely always for the front, because I like how it falls, want it to curl back away from the face. And this is why whenever you have something very, very important to go to and you need to look a certain way, it's important to practice, because if I were to have to figure all this out on show day, I would have been stressed, in the words of my best friend. Stressed with a C. Stressed. Oh yeah, see, I like that. Love that. All right, I'm not even gonna, and this is the same hairspray, the Technique Art number 3 hold. Like I said, it's a soft hold. It's not gonna give you the crunchy one. The other one, number 6, that's the one I have at work. Well, I have both of them at work, but that's like the crunchy hold. I ain't gonna lie, low-key feeling like a babe. Not even gonna front. This looks much better. Yes, the layers come through, girl, with your layers. This is it. This is the look. All right, lovely. So this is going to wrap up this vlog. First of all, I love you all so much. Thank you to everyone who has supported me, sent me messages on Instagram. Like, you guys are the best. The love and support that I get from y'all, it warms my heart. I appreciate each and every one of you. So right now I am on stage. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you're following me, Amber Patchalock, or my one that's specifically for competition, Amber P Fit. And I'll also make sure that I post here on my community page. So I feel like a few of you don't have Instagram, so that way everyone can kind of see what's going on. So I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like this is gonna be a good look on stage. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. All right, y'all, so you know the deal. Oh, the next video after this will be the show day vlog, but I'm pretty sure I am going to take time to rest after. I know I'm gonna take a week off from the gym, and I have a couple of days off from the salon because my body is toast. Like, I am worked right now, so I'll probably just disconnect for a little bit, but you know I'll be back, and I believe the first video that we do will be either my hair, talking about my hair, or my bronzer collection. So y'all know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.